The legal disclaimer ensures transparency about recipe sources and viewer responsibility. A proper Maryland crab cake is almost pure crab meat, seasoned just enough, bound with the absolute minimum of filler, and pan-fried until the exterior turns lacy and golden while the inside stays tender and sweet. The dish traces back to the Chesapeake Bay region, where blue crab has been a dietary staple for centuries, and it remains the definitive seafood icon of Maryland. As Serious Eats' Daniel Gritzer puts it, eating a good Maryland crab cake should feel like unfettered indulgence, a generous puck of almost pure crab meat that's seasoned just enough and bound with the absolute minimum of filler, so little that you can't even be sure it's there. The version below comes from the Gone Fishin cookbook by the Mr. Food Test Kitchen. It uses a straightforward binder of mayonnaise, egg, Dijon mustard, and hot sauce, seasoned with minced garlic, salt, and pepper, held together with 3/4 of a cup of breadcrumbs per pound of lump crab meat. The cakes are chilled for 30 minutes to firm up, then pan-fried in olive oil until crisp on both sides. The approach aligns with the core philosophy that all three cross-reference sources share: let the crab do the talking. Serious Eats arrives at a nearly identical architecture: mayonnaise, egg, mustard, Worcestershire, hot sauce, and a half cup of panko per pound of crab. The Food Network version, credited to Russell Svoboda of Ellicott City, Maryland, follows the same logic with mayonnaise, egg, mustard, and crab. Allrecipes' highly rated Maryland crab cake's eye echoes the same minimal filler, maximum crab credo that Marylanders insist on. Wet ingredients: mayonnaise 1/2 cup, egg 1, Dijon mustard 1 tablespoon, hot sauce 1 tablespoon, garlic cloves minced 2 cloves, seasonings: salt 1/2 teaspoon, black pepper 1/4 teaspoon. Main ingredients: breadcrumbs 3/4 cup, lump crab meat 1 pound. For frying, olive oil 4 tablespoons divided. Here are the written ingredient list. Preparation steps. No cooking in this section, these are the prep steps to complete before you turn on the stove. Step 1. Mince the garlic. Peel and finely mince 2 garlic cloves. The garlic should be small enough to distribute evenly through the binder without clumping. Step 2. Whisk the wet ingredients. In a large bowl, combine 1/2 cup mayonnaise, 1 egg, 1 tablespoon Dijon mustard, 1 tablespoon hot sauce, the minced garlic, 1/2 teaspoon salt, and 1/4 teaspoon black pepper. Whisk thoroughly until the mixture is smooth and well blended. This wet binder is what holds the crab cakes together, so make sure everything is fully incorporated before the crab goes in. Step 3. Fold in breadcrumbs and crab meat. Add 3/4 cup breadcrumbs and 1 pound of lump crab meat to the bowl. Stir gently with a spatula or your hands until just combined. Handle the mixture with care, the goal is to keep the lumps of crab intact. Over-mixing shreds the meat and turns the cakes dense and pasty. Fold, don't mash. Step 4. Form into 10 crab cakes. Divide the mixture into 10 even portions. Shape each portion into a round patty about 2½ to 3 inches across and roughly 3/4 inch thick. Press firmly enough that the cakes hold their shape, but don't pack them tight, you want them tender inside. Place the formed cakes on a wax paper-lined platter or baking sheet. Step 5. Refrigerate 30 minutes. Place the platter of crab cakes in the refrigerator and chill for at least 30 minutes. This step is not optional, the cold firms up the binder so the cakes hold together when they hit the hot oil. Serious Eats and Food Network both recommend the same rest. Chilled cakes fry up crisp without falling apart. Cooking steps. Number 70. No prep in this section, everything below assumes your ingredients are ready. Step 1. Heat the oil. Place a large skillet over medium heat and add 2 tablespoons of olive oil. Let the oil heat until it shimmers and flows easily across the pan. A drop of water should sizzle on contact. Medium heat is right, too high and the outside burns before the inside warms through. Too low, and the cakes absorb oil instead of crisping. Step 2. Sauté the crab cakes. Carefully place half the crab cakes in the skillet, leaving room between them. Do not crowd the pan, they need space for the heat to circulate and for you to get a spatula underneath. Cook 4 to 6 minutes per side, or until deep golden brown. Gently slide a thin spatula under each cake and flip in one confident motion. The second side usually goes a little faster than the first. Step 3. Remove to a platter and cover. Transfer the cooked crab cakes to a serving platter and cover loosely with aluminum foil to keep them warm while you cook the second batch. The foil traps heat without steaming the crust if you tent it rather than wrap it tight. Step 4. Repeat with remaining crab cakes. Add the remaining 2 tablespoons of olive oil to the skillet. Let it come back to temperature, then fry the second batch of crab cakes the same way, 4 to 6 minutes per side until golden brown. Transfer to the platter with the first batch. Step 5. Serve immediately. Arrange the crab cakes on a plate and serve right away while the exterior is still crisp. A wedge of lemon is the traditional accompaniment. Tartar sauce or remoulade are acceptable, but, as Serious Eats advises, try one plain first. A well-made Maryland crab cake doesn't need a thing.